All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show on Onebar with Lupagus. We're going to talk top 5 winners. One thing is for sure, the Vikings were winners today, going to 10-2. Also, a winner is our brand new sponsor, Bluechew. Link down in the description. Use the code Vikings when you check out. We're going to talk a little bit more about Bluechew here very shortly, but let's get into the Vikings winners and a thrilling victory.
It was thrilling. It was not a really thrilling game for the first 3 quarters, but man, what a thrilling finish. Let's start with an honorable mention. Let's start with a guy who really kind of took an unexpected road to being a member of the Vikings. Jalen Redmond, this guy was with the UFL last year. We signed him kind of almost like a tryout deal, and now he's gotten 4 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. The dude was all over. I think he maybe popped a couple blue chews before he suited up today.
Yeah, no, he was all over the place. Unsung hero. Will not get to the love that he deserves, but he definitely deserves an honorable mention here. So 6-1. Well done, buddy. Well done.
Yeah. Let's delve deep into the list. Starting with Blake Cashman, 11 tackles today, the heart and soul. Someone in the comments called him the heartbeat of the defense, and I think that's a perfect description. That's what he is. Man, he makes this whole thing go.
Yeah, well, there's pass coverage, where there's open field tackles. The dude just knows how to take a guy and put him on the ground. Cashman had a tough task today. They got a very good tight end out there. But you know what? He held his own. And the thing is, like, what makes him so great is I picture him, and we've seen it when he's not on this defense. Mm-hmm. It is night and day. If he wasn't out there, we do not have 10 wins. No. We might not have 7 wins. He is such a big part of this defense. Blake Cashman from Minnesota, love you.
Do we have 1 win?
Yeah, we got some wins, but Cashman is just such a game changer out there on defense.
Well, let's go to a guy next here who I think was that same, like last year when he was hurt and wasn't playing, the defense fell off the map. It was Byron Murphy. Like, just it seems like Brian Flores's defense has that one key guy, and this year it's definitely Blake Cashman. Last year was Byron Murphy, and we didn't have him. It definitely was felt and definitely was hurt, but today 5 tackles, 3 pass breakups, and the big interception against his former team.
Yeah, well, still only 26 years old. Murphy was kind of a guy last year. He's like, guys, he's good. He's horrible. He's good. He's very inconsistent. Way more consistent this year. 5 interceptions has been a huge part of this defense. The Vikings, it's not if, it's when they re-sign this guy. He will be back. He's such a big part of the secondary. And yeah, a dagger against this old team.
Absolute dagger. Let's go another guy, a guy who definitely threw some daggers today. Sam Darnold, quiet, kind of a quiet day, but then the fourth quarter, he turns it on. The dude has ice in his veins, making his cold-blooded throws, finishes for 235 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. He ran 4 times for 22 yards, some key runs there. Again, the ability to avoid pressure, make some throws while he's moving. He said, you know what, I'm going to win this game for my team, and he did just that. The dude has balls.
He does have balls. He played so good. Even the throw to Aaron Jones should have been caught. Tough throw, but perfect throw. He just flipped the switch. He flipped the switch and said, screw it. I'm going to win this game. And he did. He led the Vikings down, got a couple scores, and it was all because of Sam Darnold. You cannot hate Sam Darnold. And speaking of having balls like Sam Darnold, take a quick word from our sponsor. All right, listen up, Vikings fans. This show brought to you by Bluechew. Bluechew.com. We know as Vikings fans, when we're watching the game, we go through an emotional roller coaster all for those full 3 hours, whether the Vikings are going to win or lose. But let's make sure you guys are winning off the field, when the game is over, when the action is in the bedroom, because sometimes things downstairs, they get a little tired. They need a little boost. And that's why Bluechew.com is the right product for you. Onebar and Lupagus have you covered. Hit up the link down in the description. Use the code Vikings. Bluechew makes it very, very easy. Offers an online service giving men access to safe, chewable tablets that help fight that struggle below the belt. It's stress-free. It's all online. No waiting in line at the pharmacy. Nobody wants to do that. It's just a few clicks online, and Bluechew has you covered. It'll make sure you achieve stronger, harder, longer-lasting erections at a fraction of the cost. Simply click the link down in the description. Use the promo code Vikings. Bluechew is here to get you back in the game. All online. Code Vikings. Hit it up. We got 2 more winners. Who do we got?
I can't believe they caught me at the pharmacy looking right at the camera there.
I know.
Let's go Justin.
We were getting
Justin Jefferson. Still not maybe the explosive performance we were hoping for, but 7 for 99 today, no touchdowns. But man, some key grabs, moving the chains, and just him being a factor in this game. It's just 18. You got to hit 18 if you're going to win games.
Yeah, I mean, Jefferson, he's not known as the chain mover, the gritty type of receiver, but when he needs to be, he is, and that's all that matters. He'll be any type of receiver you want. And today we needed that guy that was just moving the chains and making those big catches. That's what he did. Justin Jefferson, you're the best receiver in the league, and this is why. We love you. Thank you.
And I love that he wore the yellow shirt and the yellow shoes. He just stood out. Like you knew, like, oh, it's Justin Jefferson. I mean, just right away.
It was
great.
It was just a hard game for him.
It was. Let's go to the final winner today, and that is the man, number 58, Jonathan Greenard, 4 tackles, the sack, tackle for a loss, the forced fumble at the end. That was almost a huge game-sealing turnover. You're important to this team when the head coach takes the time out to make sure you can be on the field for the final play.
Had to be.
JG was that example today. He's so good. He is just so good. And you mentioned earlier, the amount he played, he was on the field the whole game.
Yeah, 10 sacks on the season. Came up big when he needed to. A game where we were not getting much pressure, and then at the end, like Sam Darnold, Greenard was just like, screw it, I'm going to do it. And it moved him way back, ended up finishing the game. Jonathan Greenard, I mean, he's probably going to end up with a good 15 sacks in the season. He's so good. So good. Jonathan Greenard. Kwesi should get some sort of trophy. Maybe we'll send him one as far as the signings that he's done this year, because they have been so good. And Greenard, it's tough to pick the best one, but Greenard might be up there.
Yeah. I mean, I know Van Ginkel's had the splashier plays, but Greenard, I mean, game to game, week to week, consistency, he takes the cake, no doubt.
He takes the cake. Hit that link down in the description, bluechew.com. You got to hit the one down in the description, though, and use that code Vikings. So thanks to Bluechew for sponsoring the show.
Yeah, and remember this, the tradition of kissing under mistletoe has roots in ancient Greece.
I knew it.